Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is great to have you with us tonight. We are opening our service with Shalom Aleichem as we imagine the peace that we are bringing into our homes and into our lives in this moment. I want to thank my husband, Carrie, for playing the cajon in this song, and also Kenny Lyonswright, one of the two composers of this song, along with my friend Lori Akers, is playing the guitar on this fancy speaker. So I want to thank Kenny as well.
Bless us with peace. Bless us with peace. Bless us with peace. Bless us with peace. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Bochen shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei amachim hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Barakuni leshalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon. Bimelech malachei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Bless us with peace. Bless us with peace. Bless us with peace. Bless us with peace. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Zeichem shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malchei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Malachei Asharit. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Bless us with peace. Shalom, shalom aleichem. Bless us with peace.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I hope you're all as on fire for that song as I am, which, as I like to remind you, in my house, all these songs are duets, but especially that one. And that one also has some choreography I've really been working up. So I look forward to us all being back together and getting to share our voices and our bodies moving together. And also for that song in particular, I do believe that Lori Akers, Cantor's friend whom she mentioned, who co-wrote the song, is coming, I want to say August 28th. I had that whole song to look it up real quick. August 28th, was that right, Cantor? Sure, yes, we think so. let's say it's 75%, and watch your emails. But she'll be joining us live via Zoom herself to share those words with us. But most of all, I'm inspired by those words of Shalom Aleichem. And there's this tradition that it's about these angels who come to every home as Shabbat is starting. And however that home is prepared or not prepared for Shabbat, the angels take a look, and there's a good angel and a bad angel. Ooh. And so if the house is like all beautiful and people are like, yay, Shabbat's here, then the good angel gets to be like, yes, this is what it's going to be next week. And the bad angel has to be like, amen. And conversely, if people are like, oh, what, Shabbat? No, I didn't remember. Then the bad angel's like, haha, this is what it's going to be like next week. And the good angel has to be like, amen. But I bring this up mostly because we have such an exciting crowd on our Zoom tonight. I think a lot of you may know that it is our graduation ceremony. And so we have these amazing teens with us joining us on the Zoom tonight. We're going to get to hear their wisdom, their words, what they have learned and how they've grown and changed and what they hope to do with everything that they've learned at Temple and how they hope to take it along their way. And so I would like to put in my own voice that may next week and all the weeks that follow be like this as well, both for us and for them to be brought together in celebrating Shabbat as they get ready to go on their ways, God willing. But as we get ready to bring in our own Shabbat, we do go to a different home that is prepared beautifully for Shabbat, the home of a Temple member with a brand new and very exciting title, I believe, which is Immediate Past President. Liz Modell and her husband JJ will be lighting the Shabbat candles for us, accompanied as always by pickles and olives. So please take it away, Liz and JJ.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to let everyone know that we wanted to wish everybody a very happy Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, from the Modell family, including Pickles and Olive. And we also wanted to extend a mazel tov to all the graduates. We're very excited for you, and well done.
And just praying everyone is doing well and safe and healthy.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotah v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And we all get to say amen together. Thank you, Liz and JJ. Liz, we always love keeping a immediate past president very close. So thank you for joining us in that endeavor. And we're so excited to have you as part of our community still in your new role. And we continue now with words of Lecha Dodi. Join with me. Lecha Dodi lihikrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi lihikrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad hishmi'anu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet et v'litchila Lecha Dodi lihikrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi lihikrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. You can turn and face the entrance to your home prayer space as we join in the words of Bo'ii v'Shalom. Welcome our Shabbat bride. Bo'ii v'Shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uv'tola toch emunei am segula Bo'ii chala Bo'ii chala yalala, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela, lecha dodi lihikat kala, yalala, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela, lecha dodi lihikat kala, yalala, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela, lecha dodi lihikat kala, yalala, 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 b'nei Shabbat, nekabela.
And as we move into the main part of our service, I also want to extend my thanks to Liz and JJ. I know they were just on the screen, and a lot of you who know them know that they actually also have 4 children, but chose to bring their 2 dogs on this evening. And if anyone happens to ever run into them walking down the street or in a place where they're with their dogs, I encourage you to find out what those particular dogs know about the laws of keeping kosher. I know that sounds strange, but those dogs can tell you what it's all about. So next time you see those dogs walking down the street, ask them what it means and they'll be happy to show you. And in addition to them lighting the candles for us, I do want to thank Liz and JJ for sponsoring our service tonight. It was actually months ago when we were putting all this together that Liz in particular said this service, this particular one with the graduation, was the one that she was interested in. And it's obviously a moment of transition and pride. And as someone who has spent a couple years as president of the temple, she's seen what it means for people to move through our programs. So they were especially happy to be able to be part of this service tonight. So thank you both for being part of that. We appreciate it. And we move on now to the Baruch Hu and Shema. And wherever you are at home, we hope that you will join us in these prayers.
מי כמוך באלים נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. מלכותך ראו פניך בוקי הים, לפני משה ומרים, זה אליה נו ואמרו, זה אלי, אנו ואמרו. נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא.
One more time on Yalai.
יננלאי לי, יננננלי לי, יננננלי לי, יננננלי, ינננלי לי, יננננלי לי, יננננלי לי. Ya na 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 na.
Now, with that excitement and that culmination of these prayers, we now take a moment for our own silent prayers.
עושה שלום במרומיו, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום. Aleinu.
1, 2, 3, 4.
May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, says Shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu.
1, 2, 3, 4.
May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
Thank you so much for joining us, Ilana. It's always a treat to have an actual duet, not just an in-home duet like I have. But now we get to all lift up our voices together as we think of those in our community in need of healing, healing of mind, of body, of spirit. We think of Keith Abendrod, Susan Abendrod, Chris Alexander, Harold Banish, Andra Barr, Rory Barner, Chloe Bell, Robin Bettany, Hannah Cardew, Nancy Cohen, Matthew Cornell, Phyllis Dash, William Dash, Alan Dorfman, John Ellinger, Eric Farber, Burton Farbman, Barry Feldman, Tom Ferentz, Erica Fillmore, Marion Friedman, Stanley Friedman, Jordan Friedman, Margaret Gantz, Mark Glazer, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Alan Goldberg, Lucille Gross, Shelley Gross Schneider, Elizabeth Gullick, Ty Hall, Shauna Herron, Joe Kessler, Dina Cower, Betty LeMay, Avraham Leib, Kate Lax, Max Lepler, Gretchen Levitan, Stan Levy, Vicki Mansfield, Landon Martins, Beverly Peterman, Aidan Petrikoff, Maya Platt, Roland Polly, Miriam Ramanek, Earl Reamer, Al Resnick, Melissa Rosenberg, Raymond Rosenfeld, Phyllis Salomon, Rosemary Scary, Jerry Shane, Don Spivak, Janice Stanichuk, Jeffrey Taylor, David Tomasevich, Barry Waldbot, Elizabeth Walker, Carl and Sandra Worth, Meredith Williamson, Margie Winston, Esther Ann Zabitz, and Alice Zaks. And we join in with Cantor for our Misha Berach.
So as we share those blessings for healing and think about the members of our community, we also, of course, recognize that this time of Shabbat is one that means different things in our tradition. And even though we think of it often as the day of rest, for us, a lot of what Shabbat has come to mean is a day of celebration. And that's why we take advantage of this time of Shabbat to celebrate lots of different things that happen in our community, whether it is personal moments, communal moments, things happening out there in the world. This is a time that we take to think about and relish those moments that matter most to us. And this evening, as you already have heard, we have this opportunity to celebrate with those wonderful, wonderful young adults who have graduated from our program here at the temple. And this is a group of students who have been at this temple now for a long time, obviously. They have all graduated from high school. They have graduated from our program. They're on their way to do incredible things in the world. We're going to watch them and see where they end up and hopefully, grab onto a little bit of that energy that they all are sharing with us and with the world. But tonight is about celebrating this moment of graduation and recognizing what it means for their students, for these students to go through a moment of graduation, and what it means for us as a community to exemplify and to hold on to that graduation. So on behalf of these students, before we introduce you to them, I just want to say a couple quick words about what graduation means. And in Jewish tradition, we sometimes talk about moments that we use kind of a funny word, but we call them liminal moments. Liminal moments. And a liminal moment is sort of like an in-between. It's where you have left something behind and you aren't quite yet at the next thing that's coming. Imagine that you're in a doorway. That's that moment where you're passing through and the door has not quite shut behind you, but you haven't quite walked through to be into the next place. You're right in between. It's a moment of transition. And we often think that these moments of transition can be very powerful because both endings and beginnings say a lot to us. We invest a lot of time and energy into endings and beginnings. And sometimes it's this one moment when we are literally right between those two things that we have the most opportunity to recognize our own growth and our own potential. So what we think of as a liminal moment right now for these graduates, they are finishing one part of their lives, entering another part. This has turned from a liminal moment into, I don't know, a liminal several months, or it almost feels like a liminal lifetime. We're living in strange times, friends, and we all know that. This pandemic is something that has affected all of us, and one of the things that it has done to us is it almost feels like it has ground things to a bit of a halt. And we recognize that days go by and weeks go by and important moments like this happen. But it also, I've heard so many people make the kind of joke that here we are at Groundhog Day again, right? This wonderful Bill Murray movie. But it does feel like every day has taken on almost a sense of we're still in it and we're still here and we're still trying to figure out where we're going. And even through that, even though the liminal moment is turning into probably more than that, this is a time that we recognize for you graduates what it means to move from one place to the next. And our deepest hope at this moment is that everything that we have shared with you and everything that this tradition brings to you, this beautiful 4,000-year-old tradition, has prepared you to handle moments like this, to handle endings and beginnings, to handle transitions, to handle what it means to go to a new place and meet new people and try new things, to hold on to what's most important to you while you are at the same time open to what is about to come and affect you. That's what this moment is about, and Jewish tradition has a lot to offer for these moments, and you have shared some of that with us. Each one of you has gone through these important moments with us here at Temple, whether it started way back, I guess 12 years ago, let's call it, with the consecration, moved through your bar or bat mitzvah ceremony where you got to give a speech, where it went to your confirmation ceremony a couple years ago where you got to give a speech, and tonight to your graduation ceremony where, yes, you get to give a speech. Somehow we keep doing this, and there's a reason for that, and the reason is giving a speech forces you to think about what's important to you, to think about what matters and what you want to share and how you want to share it, and to distill this moment for yourself into a few brief words that you want to share with your community. So that's what we have to look forward to tonight from our graduates. And in a few minutes, I'm going to introduce each of them by name. But before we do that, I'd like to turn it over to our Director of Education, Debbie Marashik, who would like to also say a few words and introduce a very important part of this ceremony tonight.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm very happy to be here with you tonight for this celebration. And I want to tell you first just a little bit about our amazing graduates. I've had the pleasure and the privilege of watching them grow through all of their high school years, and it's really been a wonderful thing to see. Some of the things I have seen them grapple what it means to be a Reformed Jew. I have seen them learn and consider some very challenging stories from the Torah. I have seen them volunteer at soup kitchens. I have seen them serve as madrichim on Sunday mornings with our younger Masa students. I have seen them get a lot out of and have a lot of fun traveling together. And I think my favorite thing is that I have just seen them be really goofy together and be really good friends for each other. They're a very, very special group. I want to tell you about a gift that they are all going to receive very soon in their email boxes. And it's a gift from the Brotherhood and the Sisterhood of Temple Bethel. And they are going to receive what's called a Kiva card. And the Kiva card is going to have $50 on it. And I want to tell you a little bit about Kiva. Kiva is a nonprofit whose mission is to expand financial access to help underserved communities thrive. And with their Kiva card of $50, they will be able to lend money via the internet to low-income entrepreneurs and students in 77 different countries. So they could use that money to help a small farmer in Costa Rica buy a cow. They could use that money to help a woman in Kenya buy seeds and fertilizer, or they could use that to business here in the United States survive the pandemic. They will be given lots of different options. And one of the greatest things about Kiva is that they're making loans with the money. So once the business gets the loan and is successful, the money gets paid back. And so then the money goes back into their account and then they can make another loan. So the gift that Brotherhood and Sisterhood are giving to our graduates is the opportunity to help others over and over again. And I'm sure that they're going to do great things with this gift. And I'm also sure that they are going to do great things in all aspects of their lives as they move on. I am very excited for you to hear what they have to say about their Jewish journeys. But one more thing before we let you hear from them, I am very happy to introduce Dennis Frank, who is going to make a presentation on behalf of our Ruth Franklin Einstein Fund.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's an honor for me to be here tonight to honor the graduates. The Ruth Franklin Einstein Education Assistance Committee is pleased to be here in Zoom to tell everybody about a special gift that we have designated for the graduates. The Ruth Franklin Einstein Fund was established in the 1930s in memory of the daughter of Rabbi Leo M. Franklin to assist college students with interest-free loans. I'm pleased to say when I heard Rabbi Miller talking about your consecration and your bar mitzvah and your upcoming graduation tonight, that just about all the members of the committee or their spouses have followed in those same footsteps. We've all had our consecration, some of us by bat mitzvah, and all of us our graduation at the Old Temple Bethel on Woodward and Gladstone. So this is really a special moment for all of us also. Several years ago, the committee decided to change its focus when the William Davidson Foundation generously donated a very substantial grant to the community to cover these college loans and college grants, which we had been participating in the past. So what we decided was to change our focus to honor the students in the Temple Bethel Religious School who had completed bar bat mitzvah and continued their education through their high school graduation. So tonight it's our pleasure to provide another gift. This is a gift in the form of a check of $2,500 to each one of the graduates. I know that the physical check was in the envelope that you received at the little ceremony before the service tonight. And it's our wish that we could have handed you these checks personally, but I know our committee members join me in wishing you each much success as you enter this next phase of your life. We wish you all the best. We wish you success and Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much, Dennis, for all of that. And I do want to say that one of the great things about this particular temple, and it really reflects the best of Jewish tradition, is this Ruth Franklin Einstein Education Assistance Fund, which, as he said, goes back to the 1930s. We are a community that believes strongly in continuing tradition and in the continuance of our education and of lifelong learning and of patterns of growth within our community. And so this is a group of people like Dennis, and there's a whole committee for all of you students tonight. There's a whole committee of people like Dennis who are so committed to our temple and to our temple's future that they believe in each of you. And this gift really is reflective of the idea that education is so important that we want to invest in you. So again, Dennis, for the entire committee, thank you for representing them tonight, and especially thank you for the focus on our youth and on the future of the temple and of our Jewish community, which is so important. like Dennis said, even though it was a little sad, we did have a brief in-person ceremony earlier this afternoon. It was at the temple in the parking lot. I assure you it was a socially distanced and safe opportunity, but we brought our graduates together for the sake of a bit of an in-person Mazel Tov and to share these gifts with them. And I know that that was much appreciated. So for all of you, we do wish we could be in person, but for tonight, given the reality of the time we're living in, we are here tonight on this service. And so it is my pleasure now to one by one introduce our graduates and give them an opportunity to share a few thoughts with our community on what this moment means to them and what their Jewish journey has meant to them through the years. So we're going to begin, and we're going to go in alphabetical order so everybody knows, but our first graduate tonight, welcome to our service, is Ryan Chekin.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Can anyone hear me? Okay. Throughout my high school years, with the support of Temple Bethel, I've learned quite a lot about what being Jewish means to me. The opportunities that I've been presented with here, from being the social action vice president of Betty for the past 3 years to working in the religious school office or volunteering at events for the community, I have not only learned leadership skills, but how my Jewish identity transcends traditional Jewish pastimes. Being Jewish for me represents a sense of community I feel not only with the students graduating alongside me, but also with Jews across the nation and the globe. By joining the Hillel at the University of Michigan this coming fall, I will be presented with the opportunity to meet Jews from different backgrounds than myself. The love for the Jewish community I've learned from Temple Bethel, along with the family I've built here, is something I will cherish and that will follow me beyond high school into Ann Arbor and wherever I end up after that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Our next graduate this evening is Andrew Frankel.
Shabbat Shalom. My family has always had our own unique traditions, from rhyming Haggadahs to Chipotle after morning services. That little flair was always there. As all the kids of the family turn to adults, those traditions mature and change. But one thing stays the same: we're a family. Even though I won't be home to celebrate the holidays anymore, now more than ever, we can celebrate them together but apart. With group video chats on the rise, I can be states away, but to you, I'm a floating head, still making a mess of your table. Not being at home will help me carry on our family traditions, as well as start to make my own. I've got an example of a new little tradition I've thought of. It's a bit out there, but hear me out. It's an axe throwing Seder. The target will have a Seder plate on it, and wherever the axe lands is the next part of the Haggadah we read. I think it's all right if we read it a bit out of order. Sounds fun, right? Everyone I have met through my time at Temple will in some way or another shape my new traditions because of all we have done together and all we have done and experienced to get together in this Jewish space. Now, as I go off and build my future, I will think back on the days we had celebrating as a family and also look forward to the days we have to keep celebrating.
I will admit, one phrase I did not expect to hear this evening was axe throwing Seder. But thank you, Andrew. Love it. Our next graduate is Lexi Greenberger.
Shabbat Shalom. As I grow and go to new places, I will continue to go to the high holiday services and celebrate the Jewish holidays with my family and friends like I have been here at Temple Bethel. Being here has taught me a lot about what it means to be Jewish, and it means something different to every person. To me, it means having pride in the Jewish community around me and doing the most I can to stay connected to it. Going on outings like the Lawson trips, where we got to meet other Jewish students from all around, and going on trips to the soup kitchen made me realize there is so much our community can do, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. So as I get older, I will still do mitzvahs and play dreidel, go to my grandma's to help her make hamtashen, and overall stay involved in my Jewish roots.
Thank you, Lexi. Our next graduate is Hannah Kaplan.
Hi, and Shabbat Shalom. Going to Temple has taught me many things, like how to pass on our culture to others who aren't even Jewish. In my school, Judaism isn't a big part of it, so I plan to start a Jewish Culture Appreciation Club. And so it can educate others about Judaism and how rich our culture is. I believe in today's culture, especially, that it is important to educate and to share our knowledge with anybody that we can. So now, thank you to Temple Bethel. I will have those tools, and I would like to thank everybody who has helped me along this journey.
Thank you, Hannah. Our next graduate this evening is Abigail Scavone.
Okay. So as I continue my Jewish life beyond high school, I plan on committing to a few things to stay active in the Jewish community. In college, I plan on joining Hillel to not only continue practicing Judaism, but to expose myself to other students with the same beliefs and values that I have. I plan on attending high holiday services to keep my connection to Jewish traditions strong. I also plan on keeping in touch with all my temple friends because they keep me grounded and they always remind me why I love being Jewish. Now I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who's helped me get to this point. First, my mom for making me go to Sunday school. I wouldn't have kept these great friends if I hadn't. Whether it was Sunday mornings, Wednesday afternoons, or Monday nights, thank you to all the teachers who were patient with us and made learning fun. Thank you to Rabbi Miller, Rabbi Brudney, and Cantor Rachel for always leading beautiful services and being great role models for us. And thank you to Debbie for being our temple mom and always being there for us. We wouldn't have made it without you.
Thank you, Abigail. Our next graduate this evening is Lucy Scher.
Hi. So I am Jewish, therefore I've learned about the importance of human connection. As time went by, I learned this through going to Sunday school, services, and overall throughout my life. I have made friends, lost friends, and still have amazing friends because of how this Jewish community shaped me and overall all of us. Without Temple Bethel, without learning about my religion, I would have never learned this lesson. When I think of Temple Bethel, when I think of Judaism, I think of family, love, and friendship. Judaism binds us together, and because of that, we learn to not only become dependent, but to grow together hand in hand. As time goes by, I will continue to be part of this community and try to also join other communities that have to do with Judaism. To go back to Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur services and see all my friends that I haven't seen in a year, and for it to be like we never parted. I want the same for my children and the children after that. I am Jewish, therefore I am part of this family and many other families to come. Continuing this important connection, continuing practicing this religion is my hope for the future, so that I will always have my family with me. Thank you, staff and students of Temple Bethel, for everything you've done and for teaching me about culture, history, friendship, love, and family. I so appreciate all that you've done for me, and once again, I thank you. Molly, stop it.
Thank you, Lucy. Our next graduate this evening is Tom Sherman.
Shabbat Shalom. Reflecting on my time here at Temple Bethel, there are many things I love about this place and want to take with me to college, but I've narrowed it down to my top 3. One thing I love about Temple is learning. Whether about holidays, customs, or Torah, I have come to treasure my learning experiences here. Temple has given me a passion for Jewish learning, which I hope to expand upon through college, taking a course in the University of Michigan's Judaic Studies department. Another thing I love about Temple is its emphasis on Tikkun Olam, or repairing the world. We've always been encouraged to embrace Tikkun Olam through working at Sunday school, volunteering with our Temple youth group, and through embracing service opportunities outside of Temple. I definitely want to do more to serve the community, and I'm ready to take advantage of the many diverse service opportunities in college. Finally, my favorite thing about Temple Bethel is the community here. From having amazing teachers and mentors to making my best friends in the world here, the community at Temple is really something special. Although I will certainly try to substitute the Temple Bethel community in college by being active in Hillel and other Jewish groups, there is really no such thing as a replacement for what we have here. I can't thank everyone here at Temple Bethel enough for all the work you do to make this place great. Although I'll miss Temple Bethel a lot going to college, I'm excited for the new adventures ahead, and I'll always treasure the time I've spent here.
Thank you so much. And our final graduate this evening is Alexandra Stapleton.
Hi, and Shabbat Shalom. I've been a Madrakim at Temple for 4 years, and I loved working with the kids. It was really, really fun. And I was lucky enough to have the same teacher each year, and she was amazing, Miss Debbie, or Miss Rosenberg. At MSU, I will join Hillel. I might join the Jewish sorority so I can still do Jewish activities and stay with Jewish friends. And I'll come home for the holidays to spend time with my family during the Jewish holidays. Okay. And I'm going to join volunteer groups at MSU to help the community. And I want to thank my mom, Rabbi Miller, Rabbi Brudney, and Debbie for giving me a great experience. That's it. Thanks. Okay, that's it.
So at this moment, after we got to hear all those wonderful speeches, I just want to congratulate all of the graduates. We are so excited and so honored to have been a part of your journey, and just remember that we will always be here for you. And so now, in this moment, we want to send you off with a blessing. So the oldest blessing in our tradition, it's found in the Torah, is called the Birkat Kohanim, the priestly benediction, and we want to bless you with that now. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God continue to go everywhere that you go with you. May God continue to be a part of your life just as you have been a part of the life of this community. And may God always be your constant guide in all things Jewish and all things that are in your life.
Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
And most of all, as you go off on these incredible journeys that will do so much to shape who you guys are as grown-ups, please stay in touch with us. Come back and show us the ways that you are making this world a better place and bringing it more peace.
Amen.
Amen. And mazel tov to all of you. Everyone at home, parents, grandparents, friends, everyone please say amen. That's our way of saying that that blessing is something that we all meant and we all care about you guys and can't wait to see what this future brings. Mazel tov, everyone. So at this time in our service, we have just taken this incredible opportunity to celebrate with our graduates and for them to share some words with us. And as we talked about earlier, whether it is the Ruth Franklin Einstein Committee that has been part of this temple for so long, or the families that stand behind each one of our graduates, we truly are a community that believes that the best of us rests on the shoulders of the best of all those who came before us. And so at this part in our service, we take a moment to think about specifically those who have gone on before us. And this week at Shabbat, we begin with those we've lost in the last 30 days during the Shloshim period. Paul Fulton, Noah Samuel Cutler, Morton A. Friedman, Beatrice Howard, Alan Vineker, Thomas I. Klein, Robert I. Lesser, Seymour Donald Berman, Marvin Greenberg, and Marge Wild. In addition, on this Shabbat, we've been asked to recognize the following: Joseph Applebaum, Alberto Cohen, Philip Gorin, Mickey J. Kaufman, and Jeanette Koch. We add to those the names of all those who we've lost in previous years on this, their Yortzeit. And so as I now share the screen, you will see all the names from our Yortzeit list, as well as the words of Mourner's Kaddish, as we think about all of our loved ones and say these precious words together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach leolam u'almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yatadar v'yataleh v'yatalal shemei d'kudsha berichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May each of them continue to be a blessing in our own lives, and let's all together say, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen. So just before we conclude our service this evening, I'd like to share a few announcements about some things going on here at the temple. The first one is that even though it is summer and even though we are living in the time of COVID, there is still a lot happening here at this temple. It is happening pretty much online, but there's a lot going on. And one of the things that is happening that is sort of new because of the way we're presenting it, but isn't entirely new, is our book club. And this Monday, in 3 days, we have an incredible book club opportunity with Rabbi Brudney. She's going to be reviewing a book called The Color of Love, which is an amazing book. And if we want to highlight her for just a moment while I'm talking, she's going to hold up the book so you can see what it looks like. I don't know if our friends at Flow can do that. But if you can see Rabbi Brudney right now, you see this book, The Color of Love by Mara B. Gad. It is a fascinating book, and you can see by where her bookmark is in the book that she is just about completed. It looks like there's, maybe 2 pages left. But if you have not had a chance to read this book and you would like to be part of the book club, it is not too late. Among other things, that book can be gotten on Kindle, which means you could get it tonight, read it over the weekend, and be part of book club on Monday. If you're interested, you can find the details about accessing the book club on our website or on the email that comes out each week. And we hope you'll join Rabbi Brudney on Monday for what promises to be a great book club. Looking ahead, we do have events happening every week. You should see information about those again in your email and on our website. Every single week we've got some great events. But I want to mention something coming up, not exactly next week or next month, but soon, which is, it is hard to believe, but the fact that it is in mid-July means that fall is on the way, which means that the Jewish holidays are on the way, which means that on September 12th, Saturday evening, September 12th, we have our Slichot ceremony. Every year, the Saturday night that's before Rosh Hashanah is something called Slichot. It's a great evening, and this year, in addition to an opportunity to think about and talk about and share some prayers that will lead us into the high holidays, we have a special offering, which is, some of you may have heard of, what is actually the world's largest Jewish podcast. It's called Israel Story. It's an incredible, incredible show that's been going on for a number of years, and we are very excited to have the actual show, the producers and the founders of Israel Story will be joining us that evening for our Slichot ceremony. They're going to do a special show related to the Israel Story that's based on Slichot and the themes of leading into the high holidays. So you will see more information, but I do hope you'll put September 12th on your calendar. It's going to be a fantastic evening and a way to really lean into one of the unique opportunities that we have this particular year of taking advantage of this format to do something a little bit different to lead into our holidays. So lots of things coming up, including, like I say, a few months away, our holidays, which are going to be fantastic. And as we look forward to those, for tonight, we celebrate each of these graduates. We celebrate what it means to graduate and to move on from one thing to another. And we can't wait to see where that's going to lead us as a community. So in honor of all of that, we join together this evening for our Shabbat evening Kiddush. If you happen to have a Kiddush cup at home, I'd encourage you to raise it nice and high. If you don't have one and you have a water cup or a coffee mug or anything else, you're welcome to use that. But any way we do it, let's join together for a little Kiddush this evening. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim. And it's a pleasure now, one more time, to call on our educator, Debbie Marashik, to lead us in our motzi this evening.
Thank you, Rabbi. Mazel tov to all of our graduates. You guys were amazing, and I'm going to miss you terribly. And now it's time for motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Debbie. Shabbat shalom to everyone. We are going to close our service tonight with this.
I Have a Voice.
With I Have a Voice by Ilana Arian. And I want to send you graduates out into the world with your voices, with every sense of who you are. And hopefully some of that has come from us at Temple Bethel. But we are so proud of you and so excited to see what each of you become and becomes and how you will use your voices. So please join with us.
I will open my eyes.
I will open my eyes.
I will not look away.
I will not look away.
I will use this gift I've been given every day. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. I will give of myself.
I will give of myself.
I will reach out my hand.
I will reach out my hand.
I will use this heart I've been given to take a stand. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. I will fight for the truth.
I will fight for the truth.
I'll stand up for what's right.
I'll stand up for what's right.
I will use this strength I've been given to be a light. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world.
To our fantastic graduates, we cannot wait to see how you use your voices to change the world, how you continue to harness this power of community and family that so many of you mentioned, how you stay with, how you keep connected to the community you already have, to each other, to people you met on our trips, to people you met during service, to us, the grown-ups. And also how you grow those communities and families as you go away and get involved in Hillel, in Greek life, in service, in teaching others about Judaism, whatever it may be. We are so excited for you, and we can't wait to see you use those voices to change the world. Shabbat Shalom.